So we mentioned from the SharePoint landing page, you can see a variety of SharePoint sites. You may only see one, but you potentially can see more than one. Let's access a particular SharePoint site. And so I'm going to click in this list of SharePoint sites, Northwind Traders. If I click Northwind Traders, I'm immediately taken to this SharePoint site, and particularly to its home page. You can see the word home at the top of the left-hand side. Now the left-hand side is called the Quick Launch, so it's the first option in the Quick Launch. If I want to go back to the SharePoint landing page, just click the word SharePoint at the top here, and you'll be taken back to the SharePoint landing page. But I'm going to go back into this particular SharePoint site called Northwind Traders. Now the home page is literally a page that is made up of what they call web parts. Every home page or page will appear differently because you can customize them and create them to look any way you want. This particular home page has a news web part, has a documents web part, and as I scroll down has an events web part and also an activity, a little bit of a countdown on the right hand side, and as I scroll down it even has a comments web part. What you can do if you have a look at this particular home page is you can see that there's actually a news section, and this is basically anything that's been recently posted. It might be a link to a particular website that's got some interesting information, an entire article that you want to share that news with other people, or it might be news that you just want to share with everybody who has access to this SharePoint site. If I want to add something to the news, I'll click the Add button and I can add a news link, which as you can see here is just a link to a particular website, or I can actually go back to the Add button and add a news post. If I add a news post, I can give that news post a name. I can then add some more web parts, and that's what this plus does here. When I click this plus, I can add these types of web parts to my page. So a news post is effectively a page, and that's why you're seeing page details here, and you're seeing here your page has been saved. So let's add some text to our page. I'll just click text, and now I can type whatever text I want to type. And when I'm finished, I can basically save this as a draft, or I can actually post my news. If I click post my news, it says it's publishing. It now tells me that it's been published, and if I wait, I'm then taken back to the home page in my SharePoint site, and here I can see my news, and I've added a news post. If I wanted to add a news link, on the home page I'll hit the Add button and I'll choose News Link. I'll then paste in a link that I've got to a particular website. At the moment it's getting page information. It allows me to give it a title, so I'll just add to this. It allows me to write a description if I'd like, but if I actually just hit post, I've actually created another news item, and it's a news link. And here it is here on my home page of this particular SharePoint site. So anybody who has access to this site will see these news posts that people add. The way that this news web part has been set up, I'm only seeing the 4 top items that have been added to the news. If I want to see older news or all the news, I'll just click the See All button. When I click that, I'm taken to a view where I can see all the news releases for this particular SharePoint site. If I click the Home option in my Quick Launch, I'm taken back to my home page. Besides news, further down on this particular home page, I can see documents that have been recently added to this SharePoint site, and I also have buttons here that enable me to create a new document or folder, or to upload any files I would like to add to the site myself. Further down, I can also see that there's events, and I can create an event and add it to this home page. Further down there's also activity, and activity basically at a glance lets you see whatever activity has been going on with that site. So whatever documents have been added, any documents that have been uploaded, and so on. If I want to see more activity than what's shown, I just hit the See All button. And further down, any comments about this particular website I can see here, and I can also add my own comment to this homepage and post. And then people will see this comment and they have the option to reply, and they have the option to like your comment as well. If you want to unfollow a particular website, this option here enables you to stop following this particular website. And if you then want to follow a website, just hit this option again to follow a website. If you want to share this website with somebody, you have the share option, and you're able to enter somebody's name or email address and a bit of a message, and you can share this SharePoint site with others.